Well, howdy me laddies. MD is reviving their Irish traveller routes long after St. Paddy's Day is over. Pour up a proper schlaggy pint, and get your tickets right fucking now mate. First we're taking your Canadian dollars over in Ontario. March 28th in Oshawa. March 29th in Toronto. March 30th in Hamilton. And March 31st in Kitchener. It won't stop there me boy, because the luck of the Irish is bringing us back to the US of A. First up is Detroit, Michigan on April 1st, Virginia Beach on April 8th, then Richmond, Virginia on April 9th, then Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania on April 12th. Finally we're taking your Lucky Charms in Ohio, with Dayton on April 13th, Cincinnati on April 14th, and Toledo on the 15th. Get your tickets at samhydelive.com. Unless ye fancy a proper bare knuckle beatdown, whack fall the daddy-o, the candy man cometh.
Whole audio, when we do this, does Trevor use it in the cut? I think it's funny. I like to set up with that video. Yeah, it is funny. All right, Chris, start rolling audio. Roll it the way I like it, though, not the way. I want you to roll it southpaw. Southpaw. Roll it south. Freeze rolling audio southpaw right now. Yeah. Also, Chris, call me sir.
Did you get me that coffee?
No.
Who does that?
Chris, can you address Colin Terrell? Call him sir.
Yeah. Wait, there's a coffee shop.
Oh, let me say, I don't know where you're
Iced coffee?
sir.
Yeah,
Well, I didn't know what that word meant that you said.
Cold brew.
Oh, cold brew. Yeah. No, it wasn't cold brew.
I said I typed out Claude Brew.
Claude. Yeah, Claude.
I thought you could figure that out though.
Claude. For some
You
reason,
said
I was
Claude
like,
Brew. Never heard of it.
No, what kind of fucking Irish shit is that? Like
Nothing even-
Claude. I'll have it, Claude.
Yeah.
You should fucking open your own coffee. Call it Claude Brew.
I should.
Green grass of the morning dew.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's so fucking.
Oh,
they're gonna
fuck.
be gay.
They hate you.
No, it's just Luke. Luke's already on the road, so like near here, so I might as
good.
well have him go do it.
Good.
All
Nice.
right, guys, we got a shutter of 1/50. ISO's at 800. The iris is at 7.1. Chris, are these the settings that you wanted me to do last time, sir? I'll
Yeah.
call you sir, Chris.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah?
I don't know. Last thing we shot was Car Jitsu. Trevin, cut that out. That might be a spoiler. You can leave that.
Leave it in.
Call has been
Nice.
Luke, you gotta learn to answer the phone.
We shot
He's right over there.
Oh, Luke. Luke, can you go get coffees? What kind of coffee would you like?
Claude.
Cold brew with milk.
Cold brew? Is that iced coffee?
Yeah,
Call him
nice.
sir, god damn it.
An iced cold brew with milk. I'll text you. Anybody else?
I'm okay.
Thanks. Just me.
Huh?
Do you want a cappuccino?
A cap of what now? What the hell are you talking about? A cap of what now?
No, I just called back the scam.
There's a bolt. There's a bolt on my desk.
That's the thing. That's
That's the thing.
the subject.
I love loose microphone stands, Chris. I don't want to
That-
wing
no,
this
that's
at
a
the
mobile
window and break it.
That's a
I
handheld.
love a good
not for-
loose microphone stand to watch gay porn. Look at good loose microphone stand.
You use a microphone when you watch game, so you can moan into it. Oh, yeah, that's
yeah,
cool.
you can hear your own squeals.
Oh yeah, that's cool. They stop
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, they look at you.
That's a lap one.
I love a good loose microphone stand. I like to move and sway like the rhythm of a or dancing. You can leave it. It's not that. It's not that bad. Oh, that's much better. There you go.
This is called a swivel. This is a feature.
The features and the benefits of the microphone stands that we get.
So you're in comedy.
Yeah. How'd you get into comedy?
What kind of stuff do you do?
You know, observations and stories, a little bit of relationship troubles.
Would you describe it as a little bit of this and a little bit of that?
Yeah. I'm trying to get away from this and into that, though. A little more that.
Well, I've seen you perform, and you're very funny.
No, thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
You guys are very funny. We did a show. I hosted a show with you I hosted a show with you guys in
You did.
Skankfest. It was great.
You did indeed.
It was a lot of
What is
fun.
the video? You have a special, correct?
Yeah, I won the Gas Digital half hours.
Is that the most recent one that you've done?
Yeah, that's the most recent one.
What is it called?
It's 30 minutes with Colin Tyrrell presented
30
by-
minutes with Colin Tyrrell. It is worth watching. It is.
Yeah.
It is actually very funny. You guys should check that out.
Thank you, appreciate
30
it.
minutes with Colin Tyrrell.
It's not like everybody doesn't know who you are on our site.
I'm sure.
They need you. They needed you because
I don't think there's.
what's her face wasn't cutting it anymore.
Is there a big crossover between people who know us and people who know Colin?
Yeah,
Oh, there is.
I think there is.
I'd say anyone that knows me knows you, and I don't think that's the same around the other way.
No, you have a New York scene though. You that
I pop up on the pods and stuff like that.
yeah, you do like all the New York guys. There's like a handful of guys that
I use skanks a lot.
yeah you do.
So if that's the crossover, then
You're always at the cellar with Louis.
I'm always hanging out just at the table, breaking balls.
Just breaking balls, you
Just at the
Louis,
table, breaking balls. You
pissing Seinfeld off.
They let you gamble.
Yeah.
They have a full the roulette wheel down there. This is nice.
Yeah,
See?
that's our better one.
This
Yeah.
is this is one of the higher end models that you can get. Don't worry about it.
It's got tweakies. It's got squeaks.
There we go.
That's really good. Oh yeah.
nice.
And you're over here. You're in New York City.
Yeah. I'm
No,
in
New Jersey now.
Now I'm in New Jersey, yeah, but I was in New York for 10 years.
What fucking part of hellhole New York did you live in?
Oh, I lived in all the dumps. I lived in Brownsville when I first moved out there.
Where's that?
Brownsville.
Is that where Mike Tyson's from?
Exactly, yeah.
Wow, cool.
Yeah, it was rough, and it was bad. I had to like walk the long distance, the long way home from the subway, because there was like certain streets they were just like, don't go down there.
Ugh.
The boys on the porch on the stoop would just fuck me up.
They were hopping off the porch.
Brooklyn.
What?
Yeah, it was Brooklyn. It was horrible. Yeah, and I lived with this family. They had half of the house. I had one of the rooms, and there was like mice, and they kept opening my mail. This guy, big huge fat black guy, lived there. He just would puke all day. He was one of the fattest men I've ever seen in my life, and he would most of his day was just puking in the bathroom, just all day. And I'm just like, I'm in New York, baby. This is it.
Big Apple, baby.
If it was easy, everyone would do it.
Got to start somewhere. What was he puking from? Like, what do you think? What did he say?
I think he was just one of I don't know. I think you just get to a certain point when you're so fat that like your body's dying.
The pressure on the glottis becomes overwhelming. And it forces you to have a reaction.
I believe that.
Body's natural reaction.
He was just all the time.
Well, I can feel it coming from myself. I've been gaining weight, fattening up. I can feel my neck closing down.
I drank castor oil this week.
Did you?
Yeah.
How'd that go?
I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. I was like,
On purpose?
I'm obsessed with parasites.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just like, I know I got one.
A worm or something.
A big old snake.
You haven't done a cleanse yet, though, have you?
I have the worm. I finally found my wormwood cleanse.
Uh-huh.
And then I was like, all right, before I do this, let me do the castor oil one.
Yeah.
I whacked down the castor oil, nothing, which is like shit. They say you supposedly shit instantly. I was like, all right, I'm going to have like instant shits. There are hot girls on TikTok that are like, I'm going to show you something really graphic. And there is a straight up snake in the toilet. They are picking up things that look like passion fruit covered in shit. And they're like, I found this in my stool. They're like holding it up with like a stick, and I'm like, oh, I want that. I want to. I know that's in there. I want to shit that out because I know it's eating my brain
Like a worm?
like a worm.
They're pulling full, like, foot-long worms out of
Yeah,
it?
yeah. Like there's extension cords in there, pussy and asshole, and I know I got the same thing.
It's
And
just a vibe that you think you have it?
yeah. I know I have one. I went to the dentist for the first time this week
Like you
in
get worms.
15 years,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Don't you fucking look at me weird."
Yeah.
And they were like, "What?" And I was like, "Don't you look at me weird, because I know you're gonna see some shit."
Yeah.
And
Well, they're used to that, though.
They are.
Yeah.
I was actually
Everybody does that.
yes.
I don't know anybody that takes care of their teeth,
No.
except for me and
No.
Chris.
Sometimes if I floss for like 4 days, I feel like I'm a fucking
You're the man.
I'm like, I
Yeah.
feel like I'm really.
You have a PhD.
I'm like giving people advice about life and shit.
Dr. Terrell.
I've been flossing actually.
Yeah, I don't know if you know that. No, not a lot of bleeding at this point. I'm just able to floss. I bought I put them in the back seat of my passenger car pocket, and I have the little harp flosses, and I use them
Oh,
like in the
yeah.
road, because before I was using my fingernails
Oh no.
for the last 10 years.
I mean, that's better than nothing.
Right. It gets the food out. It's not rotting
the
chicken
job
meat.
done.
And I have a rotted tooth right
What are you
here.
supposed to be ashamed of having fingers?
Right. Big deal. What are these things going to grow? What else am I going to do with them? They're bone.
They grow on trees?
They work good. It works. It works
Yeah.
better than the harp.
You didn't seem to be complaining when I was caressing your face.
You didn't seem to be complaining when I was scratching the inside of your pussy.
Hey!
Ow! I'm like, I know where the G spot is, honey.
You didn't seem to be, you weren't getting all hot and bothered when I was using you like a guitar.
I was using you as a nail file when I was using the inside. Oh, you got your period. She's like, no, I'm just bleeding. No, I'm just in pain now. But I went there.
You didn't seem to care when I was doing object play with a bottle making it go pop.
Yeah, big deal. When I was filling you with forks. So? But I wanted to get it all done at once. I wanted to have like a big...
You think you're so hot because you don't want to do blood play?
What?
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, it's gothic. It's goth. You're like...
Look, I'm a goth.
Oh, yeah.
Hello?
I thought it was going to all go at once.
Ever
Like,
see Interview with the Vampire? Hello? Sorry.
you think dentists will ever see... You think dentists ever see parasites in the mouth?
No.
I know. See, they're not there.
I've seen videos though of people with maggots in their feet, in their mouth. Have you ever seen that video? It's
No.
but they're usually from some fucked up country.
Yeah.
So they're just like, they're missing teeth and they just have maggots growing in their mouth.
Holy shit. Bro.
Like that's a long overdue.
Yeah,
If
dentists.
you get to the point where you got maggots in your teeth,
You should bring them here and put them in hotels.
You should get them a 5-star hotel.
They're as
Put 'em in St.
American.
Regis.
They're as American as Chris
The
Lynch
doctors.
is.
I've told my
They're as
friend.
American as you are.
Thank you. I was gonna say that I've had like hard conversations with multiple friends about their breath. Reminded me of
good. That's good. You
I was
should be.
like, your breath stinks, man.
I haven't been told my breath
Nobody here,
smells enough. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
maybe only twice or 3 times in my life someone's like, your breath stinks. But that's surely not
Not
actually.
the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not the way we drink.
Someone should be like, yo, yeah, the way you drink, the amount of coffee I fucking drink too.
Right. There's not a chance we're not walking around with
All
something
day.
that'll melt someone's eye.
I can smell my
eyelash.
own breath a lot of the
Right.
time.
Yeah.
And people are just looking at you politely going,
Yeah.
I've got like a dead tooth or something.
Yeah.
You know?
I got a dead tooth, and then this girl, my
dead-
Joe was
yeah.
like, "That probably stinks," and I was like,
Dead toot.
"Probably does." Yeah, I got like dead tooth.
Got me dead toot.
Oh man, I was having because last night I was having dreams about somehow it was Colin Terrell's Ireland
Nice.
upbringing,
Oh yeah.
and I was like,
it was
"Why?"
in, it's in black and white, and
Yeah, you were like, "Yeah, a fucking a little hat
I
on."
had to
and shit.
sneak. I had to sneak out of the country in a wheelbarrow. Or
Yeah, you were in a big fucking ball, like a wagon full of hay.
sneaking past the British.
I did it. Yeah. But then I'm like wondering, like my whole thing was like, why would you ever move away from those hot Irish girls?
There's not enough of them.
No, aren't they like dope though?
The thing is, there's like the Irish are really ugly people, and I'll say that with pride. We're really ugly fuckers, but every now and again, 1 in 10 is gorgeous.
See, you never struck me as a blind liar. No, they're all smoking hot fat girls that know how to put makeup on well.
You're into some trashy broads, then, are you? Is that what you like?
I can't. I'm gonna leave my.
Orange fake tan. Yeah,
I don't like being in a room where I'm watching porn with men because I just think that's gay. But right now, like mentally, I am.
yeah. The Irish, we just they coat themselves in like orange makeup, and they, you know what's funny? There's a thing called fake bake, which is like fake tan that they all wear because there's no sun, but it smells like curry. So all growing up when I was first like fucking these girls, the smell of curry would be like, that means you're about to get some pussy.
They just
Yeah.
mix turmeric and water.
Yeah.
An old family recipe.
You're just fingering a tikka masala all night.
We on the pod we mentioned the Irish travelers.
Oh yeah.
Can you shed some light on what that culture?
Oddly, I just did a live stream. I did 2 hours on the Travelers on my channel, Colin Tyrrell on YouTube. If you want to check that out, the Travelers are a magical group of people.
What the
They're
fuck?
an ethnic group. They're like what's that? Like
The Romani people or whatnot.
they're different. So the
those
Irish
are gypsies.
Irish Travelers and Roma gypsies are different, but they're very similar. They traditionally lived in caravans and they just traveled around the place, and they wear like flowy dresses and horse people, and they kind of crooked people. They would rob you.
Yeah.
But they live in Ireland. They're kind of like a marginalized group, but they love fighting. Bare knuckle
So it's
boxing.
like Snatch, like
It's
Brad
like
Pitt from Snatch.
exactly, yeah. The sort of travelers, the pikeys, gypsies, itinerants,
And they marry
knackers, whatever you want to call them.
The girls with the weddings, right? We had the travelers' weddings that we were watching.
They have these big, tacky, gaudy weddings where they get married at 17. There's a thing called grabbing. If you ever get a chance to watch this, it's called grabbing. That's how they court each other.
Oh, yeah.
And it's essentially you just grab the hottest girl you can.
Bridal kidnapping?
And you kind of just wrestle her. You kind of book break her or something until